man, why are my a lot of my friends and younger friends are out trying to date, and it just seems like no one's happy with each other.
You're right, and I'll tell you why. Because in the olden days, we didn't have any way to have sex and not get pregnant. So we slowed down. We had several people that we were going to have relationships with, and we did not jump into anything, number one. And number two, uh, because of the fact that we were with all kinds of other people, we had more time for courtship, which
Well,
nobody does.
and being around other people helps bring out what the other person has to offer too.
Yes,
Yeah.
especially if you have friends that you can meet the guy. Because one of the things that I did years ago, I said, I can get 5 questions that people can ask strangers, and they will probably answer them. And they're trick questions so that you know what you're getting. So the first question that I suggest, and they put these on The View, I couldn't believe it, and they didn't give me my name. The first one is when you meet somebody, you say, I like to meet new people, but I like to get to know them fast. And so, can I ask you a question? 100% of people say yes. And so, what you say is, what's the worst thing that ever happened to you, and how did you get over it? If nothing's happened or you didn't get over it, one of two things is true. One is you're risk averse, two, you're a liar. But if they tell you this is what happened and this is what I did, you can say to yourself, huh, that's what I would have done, or that's what I did. So you say, that's real interesting. I like that. Can I ask you another question? They always say yes. So what you say is, what um, what is the thing you enjoy, the things you enjoy when you're not working? And if they have activities that you're interested in, or you might be interested in, then you say, wow, that sounds really interesting. And if they seem eager, you can ask another one, because this is kind of like Nan's version of fast dating, which used to have in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
And so you say, what do you enjoy doing when you're alone? Now, this is a real trick question, because a lot of people are so codependent that they can't ever be alone. So if they say, oh, I never can be alone, you need to run with your hair on fire, because that's the person that is narcissistic character disordered and is going to drive you crazy. So if you go through those questions, you can always say, I would like to get to know you better. And uh, if you're available, and here's my information, and you can give me yours. And that works, because I've had a lot of people do that. And so after that, if it's about 3 months and you've had some connection with somebody, you can say, I like to have my friends and a party with your friends, and let's get to know more people. Because, and then you can use the thing, 98% of our DNA is with the chimp, and they are in a 50%, 50 people uh, group, and we need to be that too. So we need to always be looking for new people. So, all right. So you do that. You have a great time. You like their friends, and you find out if they have friends. And then the other part of that is, if you enjoy it, then you can say to yourself, maybe this is somebody that I should get to know. So it should go slow, because of the 90-day wonder. And the fact that if women get into a sex situation, their hormone of attachment is going to be there. And who am I attaching to? Somebody that I don't need to have. So this is kind of what it is. And they think that they can do it electronically. But recently I saw on something I was watching, that in New York and big cities, they're having a meetup and greet up thing between males and females that are trying to meet new people. And it's working really well. So it's kind of along the lines of what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But one of the things that I know, because I've studied it, is that you really should never, unless you're wanting to be lived dangerously, uh, you should get to know somebody for 2 years, because most of those relations end in the second year. And in the third year, you can consider the relationship might have a longer shelf life. So there we go.
Yeah, so I can make an appointment if I've
Yes,
got somebody.
and you can make an appointment for me to, number one, look at anybody that you want to know if they're a good person for you or with you.
And they'll need what information do you need?
Date, place, and birth. Where your date, planet, it's okay. Date, time, and where you're born.
Yes.
And those three things will create a mandala of energy that's always going to be with you.
I can tell you. You can tell me more about this other person.
Yes,
that
you can.
I mean,
Yes.
is
So
interested.
and you can find out just about anything that's important to know in the beginning. You can't know in the, that's why you got to have, if you Google the life cycle of a relationship, it's 3 years. And I tell all my clients, do not plan to make this legal until you know this person 3 years.
Yeah.
And don't tell me that you knew them when they were 8. They need to know you sequentially this amount of time. So call me, nanhalllinky.com, and I will help you with whatever you need, because that's what I'm here for.